Hi there, Jen Roque here from StampCampWithJen.com. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Summerfield, Florida, and welcome to my weekly Facebook Live. Every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, I go live. I hope you'll join me for a fun project, usually a card or a 3D treat box of some sort. And I hope that you'll invite your crafty friends to join us each week as well. As you join, please say hello. Let me know where you're watching from, what you've been up to this weekend, and don't forget to share my video so your friends can see what we make today as well. So what have I had going on this weekend? Yes, I did have I was going to say not a whole lot. My daughter and my granddaughter came over and we did Christmas with my granddaughter finally. And then we took down all the Christmas decorations finally yesterday. We kept them up until we did Christmas with my granddaughter. And then after that, I was like, all right, it's time to get rid of all this stuff. So hi, Jessica. Hi, Kay. Thanks so much for watching and joining. Thanks so much for sharing, Kay. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Hi, Jeanne. Ooh, getting ready for the big football game. Hi, Jessica. Thanks for sharing. I appreciate it. My son's been really into football lately and he talks about it all the time too. So, Super Bowl's coming up. All those playoff games are coming up. It's crazy. But yes, we finally took our Christmas decorations down. I was happy. It's always feels so empty, but this year, I don't know. I was like, it was time. Yours were down the day after Christmas. I don't blame you. Oh, Washington fan. I used to live in Washington State. Nice news. Oh, my IKEA. Yes, that was one of my Christmas presents was IKEA stuff. So I'm working on organizing and I will be sharing my organization. I found these really cool shelves that fit perfectly in the IKEA Alex drawers. So I'll be sharing all those details with you guys very soon. I went to IKEA on, what day was that? Friday, I think. And got a bunch of extra stuff. So, ooh, go Blue. Are you a Michigan fan, Jan? I know Michigan's doing very, very well this year. Those are the best ever. Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, I like them. Do you have any, Jessica? I think they're so nice. Let me see if I can scroll. I just got there's two pegboards, and then a bunch of different inserts and stuff. But I'll be sharing my organization tips with you guys. I'm sure you guys have bunches of tips you can share with everybody as well. Oh, shoot, my lamp died. Alabama. Oh, Washington. Sorry. Roll Tide. Oh, wait. Oh, that's so funny. We have a lot of Alabama fans in my family, too. There's Alabama and Auburn. I guess that's a big rivalry on my husband's side. So, they always go back and forth about it. I don't get it. I was never, around that growing up. But Michigan was the big one that I had growing up. So, and I did live in Washington State, but I will cheer Michigan on all the time. So go Blue for Michigan. All right, guys. So I have some cool stuff to go over. I actually have the new Stampin' Glass Mat Studio that we're going to talk about a little bit before we get into today's project. I want to show it to you guys, kind of show you some different things you can do with it. And then we have a really cool treat box to make for Valentine's Day, because Valentine's Day is right around the corner. It sneaks up on me every year. So my goal this year is to get projects out, get them out quickly. And then that way you guys can order stuff if you need to and have projects ready to go for your sweethearts or your friends right in time for Valentine's Day. So let me switch this around here. All right. And then I'll get everything situated. I wish I would have charged my light a little better. That's all right. Okay. So this is the Stampin' Glass Mat Studio, and I'm putting my hair up real quick and then I'll be able to show you guys. Okay, so this is really cool. So it's a glass surface and it's got inches on the bottom here and the side, so you can see the inches. Okay, and then on the back, they have these rubber feet, and then there are these protective corners. Those are on all 4 corners. So these are this is really awesome. And since it's a glass surface, you can stamp on it, and it comes with this little chamois. This chamois is about, how big is this? It's an 8.5-inch square. So it's a lot like the purple Simply chamois that we have, where it will dry up. So you just re-wet it and you can use it, but it's a lot thinner than a Simply chamois is. And then it also comes with this, what is this? Like plasticky material, but it sticks right to the surface. So it won't move once you put it down. It sticks down. You can use this to clean your blending brushes. These little squares fit the little Stampin' Spots from the Paper Pumpkin kit, or if you get the unink spots and you re-ink them yourself, that's perfect for this. You can put little things here, like if you don't want to lose them. I would put like an ink pad here just to kind of keep it, you know, in my vision, my line of sight, so I don't lose it. I would tell you though, I wouldn't put any ink on this because it will stain, like if you put ink on this piece in particular. But you can stamp, like let me get a stamp pad here. Like I have Pretty Peacock, for example. You can take something, if you want to stamp off, you can stamp on here, and then you just take your chamois and you wipe it right away. No problem whatsoever. This is good too if you need to stamp on a surface and have a little bit of cushion, kind of like with the Stampin' Pierce mat, you can do that. You can use the little chamois to clean your stamps. That's another thing you can do it. There's lots of different things you can do. You can put like a little bit of ink on this glass surface and use that for like watercoloring and things like that. There's so many different things you can do with this. So this Stampin' Glass Mat Studio right now is only available for demonstrators, so new demonstrators. So if you decide to join and become a demonstrator, you will get this Stampin' Glass Mat Studio, which comes with this white, I forget what this is called, but this little chamois here that I just showed you, you can use to, clean off the surface, clean off your stamps. And then this piece, this rubber piece, you can hold your inks, clean your blending brushes, do a bunch of cool stuff with this as well. So this is a $60 value, and you'll get it for free when you join during sale-a-bration, along with $125 worth of your choice of Stampin' Up! Product for only $99, and you'll get free shipping. You'll get a bunch of business supplies, catalogs, all kinds of stuff. So if that's something you're interested in and you'd like to join Stampin' Up!, please reach out to me. I'd love to talk to you more about it and help you with your starter kit. If you don't want this, but you do want to, you're thinking about becoming a demonstrator, there's another option where you can get an additional $30 worth of product for free. So it'd be $155 total, that $125 plus the extra $30. So you get $155 worth of product, your choice of any product, current product, for only $99. You'd still get the free shipping, the free business supplies, the catalogs, all that. I'm always looking for demonstrators to join my team. Sale-a-bration is the best time to join because you almost always get some kind of new cool product that isn't available to anybody else. And it's no obligation. If you decide that you don't want to keep doing it, you just drop and you get a whole bunch of product for free, or for a discounted price rather, not for free, but you get it all for a discounted price and you get to keep all that product. So when you join, if you were to join in January, you have until June to make your minimum amounts that the Stampin' Up! Company requires. It's usually $300 a quarter. So you'd have all the way until June to meet that first quarter amount. So, and again, if you decided you didn't want to do it, you just wanted to try it out to get the free Stampin' Glass Mat Studio, then you would get that, and then you just drop, basically, is what they call it. You'd lose your demonstrator status, but you'd get that discounted product. You get to keep it all. So demonstrators get a 20% discount on all Stampin' Up! Products when they join. That's something that's a really cool perk, as well as being able to see new products. Like when the annual catalog comes out in April, all demonstrators will get to see it in March, and they'll get to see all the new stuff, the new in colors, and they'll get to order it and all that stuff. So there's lots of cool reasons to join. And then to join my team, my demonstrators get free, all my PDF tutorials that I post, they get them for free. You're already a demonstrator. Yes, we are having a card demonstration today. Sorry, Robin, you joined a little late. I'm just talking about this real quick, and then we're going to get into our demonstration today. So, but yeah, so if you were to join my team members also get my PDF tutorials that I offer for sale. They get all those for free, and I have a lot of other really great benefits as well. So if that's something you're interested in, please reach out and talk to me today. I'd love to talk to you more about it. If you have any questions or anything, I'm always here to help you guys, okay? All right, so that's all I had, but I just wanted to share this Stampin' Glass Mat Studio because I thought this was really cool. And I just actually opened it today. I've had it for a couple weeks, but haven't really had much of a chance to use it. So definitely this little chamois here is really neat. It's a little bit bigger than the purple one that we have, the Simply Chamois. And this little thing, I like that you can just kind of put this down and kind of, it doesn't really go anywhere. So that's pretty cool too. So, all right, so let's get into today's project. So, I don't have a sample of it ready. We're just gonna kind of go together and make it. And actually I need to get my paper trimmer real quick. So the paper that we're gonna use for this project is actually a sale-a-bration paper. So if you open your sale-a-bration brochure to page, let's see, page 9, I can actually show you guys this now. We are using this Most Adored DSP that is free with a $50 purchase. So very cool. It's really pretty because they have like reds and pinks on one side. So that's most of them. And then you flip it over and there's a bunch of gold and white on the back. So it's very, very pretty. So very nice for Valentine's Day. And there's one other piece in here that I'm not showing. Let's see if I can grab that real quick. Oh, it's this one. So this is the other piece. So lots of pinks and hearts and gold, lots of foil, very pretty. So very nice. So that's the pack that we're using today. And we are gonna make a little treat box. So we're gonna start out here with a piece of Real Red cardstock. So this is 5.5 inches by 10 inches. And what we want to do is on the short side here, we want to score this at 1 inch on both sides. And I like to use the 1 inch on the right hand side, but you can use either one. You just score that on both sides at 1 inch. And now we're gonna pull this little arm out here and we're gonna score it at 1 inch. And then let me get my stuff here. 1 inch, 4.5 inches. And all these measurements will be in my blog post that goes out tomorrow morning, so you don't have to worry about writing them down if you're watching me live. 5.5 inches and 9 inches. Oh, and I did forget to mention, this Friday, I will be having my customer appreciation stamping event. So anybody that has ordered from me in December, they got a little packet of Happy Mail that went out. I just sent it out at the end of last week. And then this Friday, I'll make the project and we'll have a little giveaway. So everybody's welcome to join to watch the project and join the giveaway. So make sure that you join me on Friday here on my Facebook page at noon Eastern time, okay? We'll be making something really fun with another sale-a-bration paper. All right, so now what we're gonna do is on one end, we wanna cut off these little tabs. So I'm just gonna cut these little squares off. Okay, oops. Another one right here. All right, and then the rest of these tabs, we're gonna just cut up to the horizontal score line, and then on the small tabs, we're gonna miter them or angle them like this. Okay. And when I'm done with this one, I'll show you the other one that I made today. I made another version with a different suite, with that bee suite that's really popular. So I'll show you that one as well. So I have two versions of this project that you can go off of. So the one that we're making right now uses the sale-a-bration paper, and then we're gonna use a stamp set that is a little bit older, the Share a Milkshake stamp set. It's got some Valentine's sentiments in it that you wouldn't normally think to use. And then the one I made earlier today, before I got on here, uses that Be My Valentine suite, or Be Mine suite from the mini catalog. So those are both really cute. All right. Okay, so you're with me so far. So if you're looking at this right now, these two tabs, we just removed those little squares. And then on all of these little tabs here, we mitered or angled the edges, okay? So that's all we need to do so far. Now, what we're gonna do next is I have the paper, this Most Adored paper, that's this plaid pattern here. We're just gonna put this down. This is gonna be the top right here where those two corners were taken off. So I am gonna put some Designer Series paper down. We're gonna use a little bit of liquid glue here. Oh, and that's so pretty too. It's like an ombre gold heart effect on the back. Very pretty. So we're just gonna use a little bit of liquid glue on this side. And just center that. And the colors in this paper are Real Red, Flirty Flamingo, and Gold. And then there's some white in there too. Okay, so now what we need to do for this little piece here is we need to take a ruler. And we're not really measuring, we're just trying to kind of get the center of this. And we're gonna take a pencil, and right about where we think the center is, we're gonna make like a little line. And then we're gonna do the same thing on the other edge, angle to angle here. And we're just gonna make a little line. And as you can see, my lines are a little off. So I'm gonna go back and try to make my X a little bit more even here so I can see the center. Okay, so right there is the center. Now we are using the Give It a Whirl dies from the annual catalog here. These are so much fun. There's so many different uses for these. I'm sure you've seen lots of projects with these. So the two dies that we need from these are the big wheel here, as well as the little window, the little half partial circle window. So for this one, what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna take our opening here and we're gonna line that right over the center of the X, okay? And then I'm gonna take some tape and Isn't this super cute? I got this for Christmas from one of my team members. My friend Joni got this for me. I love it so much. I was so excited because I almost bought one and then she gifted that to me. So I thought that was really cool. All right, so we're gonna stick that down and use some tape that's not super sticky, so when we take it back up, it won't completely tear the paper, okay? And I'll get my bossing machine here. And I did pre-die cut a lot of stuff so that you guys won't have to sit and watch me die cut stuff over and over and over again today. So I just had to show you how to make this little window though. So that's why I'm doing this on camera, but I tried to die cut as much as I could ahead of time. So you don't have to watch me use this over and over again. Okay, so that should cut that little window just like that. And then again, just very carefully take your tape off. You don't want it to tear that paper. For the most part, this little window is gonna get covered, so it's not a huge deal, but I just still try to be careful with it. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I have 4 pieces for the little side panels here. And these are 3 3/8 by 7/8, and we're just gonna cover up those panels. We're just gonna glue those down. It doesn't really matter because this is gonna fold up into a box, so it doesn't matter how it goes down. Just adhere those with liquid glue or Stamp and Seal Plus, whatever you want to use, whatever your adhesive of choice is. My glue bottle's about to die here. So is everybody enjoying sale-a-bration? Are there any things that you guys have gotten that you're excited to play with? What was the first thing you wanted to order, whether it was a sale-a-bration item or something from the new catalog? What were you the most excited to order from all the new stuff? I'd love to know. I'm always curious to see what people like from the new catalogs, because everybody has different tastes. Some things that I think, oh, that won't be too popular, they sell out. It's weird. You just never know. So we're just putting these all on here. And when you put on liquid glue, just try not to put on a ton of it, like big gobs of it. You just want like a small, thin layer, because if you put on too much, it'll make it kind of funky. And I always use my finger to rub over the top of the paper, and that kind of helps flatten the glue too, so you don't have like little bubbles of glue. The Flight and Airy sale-a-bration DSP, well, that's what we're going to be using on Friday for our customer appreciation project. So you're in luck, Jan. That's a good choice. All right, so now we are going to kind of put this to the side. Now I have some pieces that I already cut out, and what we are gonna do is we're gonna make a little opening and we're gonna put some messages on here, okay? So I took that, where did that die go that I had? Oh, here it is. So I took this big wheel here. I cut out a basic white and a real red piece, and then I took this little window die and I cut out a window opening from each of those. Okay, so I did that for both already, so you didn't have to worry about it. And then I also took this is also from that Most Adored DSP, and I die cut 2 of these as well beforehand, okay? So what we're gonna do with those is, you can usually see on here, if you have enough of an impression, you can see where all the little triangles are, but mine are kind of light this time. So a little tip I have, if you can't see where those are, I know it's hard to see them sometimes, is to take your die and line up your die over the top where the opening matches up with one of the triangles. And then take a pencil and kind of make an outline right there. And then that will show you where you need to put your paper and glue it down. And you can always erase the pencil marks. It's not a big deal. Oh, look at that. That's pretty too. I just decided not to really use any of the metallics for this one though. But feel free to change it up however you want for sure. So we're just gonna line those up with those pencil marks. And it'll probably even go over the pencil marks, so you won't even have to worry about erasing them, which is even better. This is such a cute little treat box. I actually saw it from a UK demonstrator, and I've seen a couple others do it too, but I think the UK demonstrator was the first one to do it. I think her name was Emma Thompson. I'll have to look that up. I'll make sure to give her credit in my blog post, but she made a Christmas version of this, and I thought it was so cute. And then I saw another demonstrator make a Valentine's version like last year or something. It was really cute. So I decided, since Valentine's Day is right around the corner, this would be perfect, especially with the sale-a-bration paper. All right, and if you have one of these pink pearl erasers, these things are awesome. They erase everything really nicely. Just take a nice eraser and erase any pencil marks if you see any. If you didn't cover them all up, not a problem. All right, and then we're gonna do the same thing here for our messages. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make those pencil marks again. Just try to make them kind of light so they're easier to get rid of later. But you just line that up as best you can. I think that's gonna work. And then just kind of make a light pencil mark around it. Doesn't have to be perfect, just to give you an idea of where to stamp. Okay, and like I said, for this one, we're using this Share a Milkshake die. I think it's in, I think it came out in the annual catalog for 2023 to 2024. So we're gonna use this Life is Sweeter with You and the Be My Valentine. I think those are perfect for Valentine's Day. This is one of my favorite stamp sets. I love it. All right, so you can use a Stampin' Pierce mat because it's a photopolymer stamp. You want some kind of cushion, but with this Stampin' Glass mat, it should give you enough cushion. You shouldn't need to put anything underneath it. So the one on the right, we're gonna do the Life is Sweeter with You, and I actually am gonna use black for this one. So, oh, where did I put my... I had a tuxedo black stamp pad here, and I can never find anything. Oh, it's under my paper. So silly. All right, so we're gonna do the Life is Sweeter with You first. Okay. And just as best you can, try to line that up in that opening. So you'll see the R and the L kind of go out a little bit, but if you just try really hard to line up that W, the bottom of the W, and the bottom of the U, that should fit pretty well. Okay, and then the next one we're gonna do is the Be My Valentine. And that should fit in there very nicely. And that stamp's great on top of that glass mat. It makes a big difference. So it makes it nice and clean looking. All right, so now again, we'll erase our pencil marks here. These pink erasers work so nicely. I love them. I have a ton of them. I think I bought like a big box of them on sale for my son's school. And we never ended up using all of them, so I have some just sitting around the house. All right. Nice. You can't hardly tell at all. Sweet. Okay, so now we need to make a little hole here for the top. So I do need my Stampin' Pierce mat. And then where we have that X, we're gonna take the pointy part of the Take Your Pick tool, and we're just gonna right in the center where the X meets, we're gonna make a hole, just like that, okay? And then what's gonna happen is we are going to glue this on so it meets that hole opening, just like that, okay? So we're gonna take some liquid glue. I'm gonna move this out of the way here. I'm gonna put some liquid glue all over and a little bit around the edge here. Okay. Oops. And line that up and then push everything down just like that. Oh, so nice. Okay, so now the next thing we need to do, we're gonna take our round and square brads. You can still purchase these at StampiN'Up.com. They have round and square ones. So we are gonna use a white round brad. I'm gonna pull one of those out. And we're gonna take this red piece and go over the top, line those up, and take our round brad and put it through the holes there. And then we're gonna open these up and flatten it. Now we're gonna take some tear and tape and just tape over the back of that brad to hold it in place so it doesn't go anywhere. So brad just kind of stays. So you're not gonna take the backing off, you're just gonna tape it down with the tear and tape and leave it so that it keeps that brad in place and the backings don't move and potentially go into your opening. But this piece will still move around. Isn't that so cute? Life is sweeter with you. Be my Valentine. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. Okay, so now to close up our box, what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip it over so the paper's on the bottom. We're gonna take these tabs and fold them in and put tear and tape on those. Okay, I just like to put 2 pieces of tear and tape on each one. And this box holds a lot of candy. We made a similar version. My mom and I made one, like a birthday box for a friend of ours, and we got a bag of kisses, and you could almost fit the whole bag of kisses in here. Quite a bit. I would say maybe 2/3 of the bag was able to fit in here. It holds a lot of candy. So this is a good one. Okay, so we took those tabs and we put 2 pieces of tear and tape on each one. Now with these flat on these 3 tabs, excuse me, we're gonna put tear and tape on this part here. And I will have a picture of this on my blog post as well, so you know exactly where to put the tear and tape. I love tear and tape for 3D projects. It's so nice. So nice. It's so strong and just works really nicely for 3D projects. And my Stamp Camp friends, we are not making this for Stamp Camp. This is there's a lot of steps for this, and my classes are actually almost full this month, which is really nice. But we are not making this for Stamp Camp. It would take forever to make this in Stamp Camp, I think. Okay, so I always take my bone folder and kind of go over the tear and tape just to make sure that it's really pressed down on that paper there. So this piece where we are holding down our brad, that backing is not coming off, but all the rest of them are coming off. So what I like to do, you can either take the pokey side or the spatula side, and I like to use that to remove the backing. It makes it so easy. So we're gonna go ahead and remove the backings for all the little tabs first. So hopefully by showing this to you guys now, you'll have a chance to order any products if you need them and then make these for your sweetie, or like if you have a club that you go to and you want to make some gifts for them, that would be a good idea too. And you'd have plenty of time to get it in time and make them before Valentine's Day. So these tabs are going to go on the inside here. We're just going to line up those corners and press it down with the short tabs on the inside. Oh, I didn't take these off yet. I'll do the same with these. So the small tabs go on the inside. Oops. It's a weird angle. There we go. All right. So then this piece again, we just want to line up the edge with that crease, that seam. Do the same thing here. Line that up. Okay, and now these we're going to take off those tabs of the bigger panels here. So you guys do anything for Valentine's? I think we've gotten to the point now where we don't really go out for Valentine's Day because it's always such a mess. So we'll like grill, or sometimes I'll make a special dessert. I always want to make chocolate lava cakes at home. Those are so good. Those are one of my favorite things to make. So I think last year I got all this stuff for it, but I didn't actually make them. All right, so we're going to completely close up the box now. So these little tabs, we're going to line up this edge with that crease there. And then we are going to just fold that panel over and line everything up so it's straight across that other seam, okay? And I like to do the sides first and then work at the top. So if you kind of push that paper down so it lines up at that seam, at that score line, everything should kind of fall into place there. I'll do the same thing for the last one. And your box is perfectly closed. Isn't that so cute, guys? Oh my gosh. Did I grab? I thought, oh, the other one has some candy. I'll show it to you in just a second. So we have that little opening so you can put all your candy in there. This box is 1 inch tall by like 3.5 inches wide. So it's a very big box. Okay. So you'll be able to put a lot of candy in here, but you can just leave it like that and have them go around, or you can leave it here. You can do any way you like, but it's a cool interactive box for Valentine's Day. So the other one I made today, like I said, I made 2. This one uses that the Be Mine Sweet. And this is sweet sorbet, and then I made the Whirl black. So this one says, "You make my heart buzz," and then "Happy Valentine's Day." And then it has the opening. And like I said, these are some Hershey nuggets inside here, but I only have like 4 of them in here. You could put a ton more inside here. And then that's how they get inside, get to all the candy and stuff on the inside like that. So those are my little projects for today. What do you guys think? Do you like them? Will you try to make one? What do you think? I'd love to hear. You could fill these with anything. I really wish I would have had some, like, I think Hershey's has like little heart chocolates. That would be perfect, I think, for Valentine's Day to go in here. So, all right. Well, like I said, so this one, we used the Share a Milkshake. And then that Most Adored DSP is free with a $50 purchase. So now is a good time to get that before Valentine's Day hits. You could easily do that by getting these Give It a Whirl dies if you don't have them already. These are $39 before shipping and tax. And I think the stamp set's like $19. So those 2 things together, and then you could get your free DSP. Or if you don't have that Be My Valentine bundle, this comes with a bee punch and then the paper. You could get those 3 things, and I think that's over $50 as well. So, and that's what we used for this box here. And you notice I didn't put the Designer Series paper behind here. I just left it blank. So you could do either one, just do the sides or do the sides and the top there, either one. And then the little brad, I used the black circle brad for this one. Okay, guys, well, that's my project for this week. I really hope you like it. If you do, give me a little thumbs up or a heart and let me know in the comments below what you think. I love hearing from you guys. If you're watching the replay, please do that as well on my YouTube channel or my Facebook page, whichever one you're watching from. Or if you're on my blog, leave a comment and let me know what you think of this project. I love hearing from you guys all the time, okay? All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or need any supplies, please shop with me at stampinup.com. My name's Jennifer Roque. And don't forget to use my host code if your order is under $150, okay? They're cute. The bee would be cute on the box. That's true too. That's a good one. All right, guys. Well, have a great week, and don't forget to join me this Friday for my customer appreciation project, okay? We'll be here Friday at noon on my Facebook page. Until then, have a great week, and I'll see you Friday. Happy stamping. Bye-bye.